Merhaba, hello, and welcome to our 1-minute channel. Today, we'll be taking you on a culinary journey through Turkey and showcasing the signature dishes of 10 of the country's most famous restaurants. Get ready to indulge in some of the most delicious and mouth-watering dishes that Turkey has to offer. Siyah Sofrası, Istanbul. First up is Siyah Sofrası, a restaurant in Istanbul that specializes in traditional Turkish cuisine. Some of their signature dishes include the lamb shank with okra and tomato, fried chicken with sumac and pomegranate molasses, and baklava with pistachios and clotted cream. Lokanta Maya, Istanbul. Next, we have Lokanta Maya, another popular restaurant in Istanbul. Some of their famous dishes include the roasted eggplant with yogurt and pomegranate, lamb shoulder with saffron rice and apricots, and burnt milk pudding with caramel and hazelnuts. Ziya, Istanbul. Moving on to Ziya, a Michelin-starred restaurant in Istanbul. Their famous dishes include the sea bass with artichokes and peas, lamb chops with potato puree and red wine sauce, and chocolate fondant with raspberry sorbet. Asitane, Istanbul. Now, let's head to Asitane, a restaurant that specializes in Ottoman cuisine in Istanbul. Some of their signature dishes include the pistachio kebab with apricot sauce, lamb stew with prunes and saffron rice, and almond and rose petal ice cream. Sigarim, Adana. Moving on to Adana, a city known for its kebabs, we have Sigarim. Their famous dishes include the lamb liver kebab with sumac and onions, Adana kebab with grilled tomatoes and peppers, and kadayif with pistachios and clotted cream. Hamdi Restaurant, Istanbul. Next, we have Hamdi Restaurant, a popular restaurant in Istanbul that serves traditional Turkish cuisine. Some of their signature dishes include the lamb shank with aubergine and tomato, lamb Adana kebab with yogurt and butter, and knefe with cheese and syrup. Mise by Lemon Tree, Istanbul. Moving on to Mise by Lemon Tree, a restaurant in Istanbul that specializes in mise, small dishes that are meant to be shared. Some of their famous dishes include the grilled octopus with fava beans and cherry tomatoes, eggplant with walnuts and pomegranate molasses, and baklava with walnuts and honey. Pandeli Restaurant, Istanbul. Next, we have Pandeli Restaurant, a historic restaurant in Istanbul that has been serving Turkish cuisine since 1901. Some of their signature dishes include the beef stew with potatoes and carrots, lamb shank with chickpeas and tomato, and rice pudding with cinnamon and raisins. Mimalet, Istanbul. Moving on to Mimalet, a Michelin-starred restaurant in Istanbul. Their famous dishes include the duck breast with blackberry sauce and beetroot, lamb chops with potato puree and red wine sauce, and hazelnut and chocolate praline. Karakoy Lokantası, Istanbul. Next, we have Karakoy Lok,